This is Dan Brzezowski with No Comfort Zone Selling, and we've just talked about the initial part of the greeting sequence, which is getting you, the salesperson, to say welcome with a big smile on your face. Now that you've introduced yourself, you know their name, they know your name, and you're at that awkward stage of the game of what to do next, well, what are you going to do? What do you really want to do? A lot of people at this point want to say, jump on the first bone the customer gives them. We're looking at Honda Accords, we're looking at Toyota Camrys, we're looking at the E-Class, we're looking at the S-Class, and what does a salesperson want to do? They get excited and they want to go run and show them the vehicle. Well, don't waste your customer's time by start showing the vehicle. Let's slow down a little bit and let's start asking some really high quality questions to help you get to the next stage of the game. I'm going to let you in on a little clue. I didn't do well in school, and I didn't do well in school because I didn't listen and I didn't follow through with the homework. One of the classes I did not do well in was English or communication. And what it came down to is I didn't understand that actually asking an open-ended question would lead somebody else to talk. I didn't understand that asking somebody an either or a controlling question would actually narrow the customer's response to keep us on focus of what was important. See, all this stuff that our teachers taught us in 6th grade was really important stuff. But when it actually comes down to providing for our families and creating a living for ourselves, this is the crucial things that we have actually learned already, but we've never really applied. And now as a sales professional, what we need to do is we need to apply those principles that we learned in school to provide for ourselves and for our family as a professional salesperson. So the neat part about this is that by asking open-ended questions right after the welcome to the dealership, my name is, your name is, what can I provide you information on? What information you need from me sets you on a course of action. And it's my goal and my intention to teach you just a couple of questions to make it easier for you to do the most important job in the sales process, which is landing the customer on a car. So if we were to break it down in steps, the first video is actually welcoming or introducing yourself or taking an up. The second one would actually be landing them on a vehicle through qualifying questions. So here's my hope for you right now. Sit down and write down some questions that you think are important when it comes to identifying what's important to a customer and what's important to you as a salesperson. And here's what I mean by that. It's really simple. Customer comes into you and says, I'm looking for a Honda Accord. Your first question back is going to be, what's most important to you, or what do you like most about the Honda Accord? Everybody misses this, but it's not the first question that's the most important, it's the second question that's the most important. So what's really important as you as a professional salesperson is once you've identified that question, what's most important to you about the Honda Accord, what's most important to you about blank, you have to follow up with the next most logical question. You know, in regards to what you're saying about the Honda Accord, what was most important to you about the safety of the vehicle? Oh, we were looking for a vehicle that had these safety ratings or anti-lock brakes or whatever that safety feature might be. Good, thanks for sharing. I'm glad you shared that with me. Safety is really important, and it's my intention as your salesperson to point out some of the key safety features that are primary on the vehicle and some of the key safety features that are secondary on the vehicle. Would that be okay with you? The customers are going to appreciate the fact that you're smiling, that you're welcoming, you've introduced yourself, and you're talking intelligently about what's important to them because you're asking high quality questions like what's most important to you about the Honda Accord. So as we continue in our video series, we're going to keep building on questions. And as we build on those questions, you're going to be one step closer towards landing them on the vehicle, which will get you one step closer towards having a customer for life and actually making that sale.